People are always gonna have something to say. People are always gonna have something to say, man. That's why you can't worry about nobody but yourself and your pockets. That's all you can worry about. People are always gonna have something. You're spending too much. Oh, you're gonna lose your money. Oh, you're going broke. Give it to me. I'll help you flip it. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna say something. They're always gonna have something to say, man. So trust me. Just keep sticking to what got you in that position and keep staying focused on the people that you love and you need to provide for.
When I see my brother, what you say about him? Know this, I'm gonna read about him. Speak like the fish watching. When I see you, remember my brother, what you say about him? Saudi smoke, pull up in this wood, mixed with dead partners. Only
boy, it's your boy, man. Toomuchzae, man. I'm back with another vid, man. Y'all already know, man. I appreciate y'all boys for showing me so much love, man. Let me hug the mic, man, because you feel me. I'm gonna look at y'all at the mic, man. But I appreciate y'all boys for showing me so much love, man. We've been turning up on IG, Snap, YouTube, all that, man. We've been growing a lot, man. If you're new to the fam, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, ski. You already know on this channel and on my other media pages, man. We show you how to better your bag and better yourself as a person. You feel me? Because we want you to be the best you feel me, at the end of the day, man. In today's video, we're gonna be learning why is it a big problem to have income and what are some problems that can come with having a lot more money, man. So you feel me? Not even just with having a lot of money, but making more than what you were normally used to making. You feel me? So you don't gotta be making 6 figures or anything like that, bro. But if you used to make $40,000 a year, you making 50K a year, man. We're gonna be showing you what are some different problems you might see might come your way. You know what I'm saying? And some different things you could do to, you feel me, duck and dodge the problems. We don't want y'all having to, you feel me, learn from our mistakes. You feel me? Or the people we learn from mistakes. We want you to learn from those mistakes so that way you don't go through the same mishaps we went through. You feel me? So without further ado, let's get straight into this sauce. You feel me? Hit that like button. I ain't gonna say it one more time. Skate.
Let me share with you 12 reasons why it sucks to have high income. Number one reason why it sucks to have high income. If you're frugal, people will judge you. You're making good money. You should have more than enough. Why are you still driving that beater? Why do you still pack lunch to work? Why are you still living in that cramped apartment? Live a little. What's the point of making all that money if you aren't spending it? In a society where people confuse income with wealth, it is hard for many to understand why someone making $200,000 to $400,000 a year tries to be frugal. What many don't understand is that frugality is the cornerstone of wealth building. It's not just about income. That is only one part of the formula. If you really want to build wealth, you have to save a good chunk of that high income and invest. So if you're making good income and are practicing frugal habits, I give you a big thumbs up. You get the financial tortoise seal of approval. All right, though. What if you're
hold on, man. Okay, then he dropped some crazy game right there, man. Let's elaborate more on that crazy game, man. What he's basically saying is when you make a certain level of money, we making so much more money, you cannot just be spending all that money. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you're not going to be making that money forever. You know what I'm saying? You never know when that cash flow, when that cash cow stops. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely have to save and invest a lot more than what you spend. Because guess what? You never know when you're not going to be making no more money again. And you can't spend as much as what you used to spend. So that's why he's basically saying a lot more people got to break up their percentage of incomes. They making 100K a year. 40K a year might have to go to an emergency savings. Why? Because you feel me, their emergencies are going to be a lot more bigger than the normal people's emergencies. Like, especially if you have like a BMW, you know what I'm saying, and your tire goes out. Your tire going out on a BMW is going to be a lot more than your tire going out on a, you know what I'm saying, a lesser value car. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people are saying you have to save and invest a lot more because you never know what can happen. Trust me. You never know.
End of the spectrum. You do decide to live a little. Would the criticism stop? Unfortunately, not. The number two reason why it sucks to have high income. If you spend lavishly, people will judge you. Wow, you're so irresponsible. You are so showy. Stop trying to show off how much money you're making. Don't you know you need to save for retirement? What will happen if you lost your high income job tomorrow? Do you have a backup plan? The bottom line is that people will judge you no matter what you do with your money, whether you're being frugal with it or spending it lavishly. You give people the opportunity.
No matter what. People are always gonna have something to say. People are always gonna have something to say, man. That's why you can't worry about nobody but yourself and your pockets. That's all you can worry about is yourself, your pockets, and the people you need to provide for. You know what I'm saying? Because people are always gonna have something. You're spending too much. Oh, you're gonna lose your money. Oh, you're going broke. Give it to me. I'll help you flip it. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna say something. They're always gonna have something to say, man. So trust me. Just keep sticking to what got you in that position and keep staying focused on the people that you love and you need to provide for, because that's all that matters at the end of the day. Don't worry about them outside critics. Trust me.
And many would gladly tell you what to do with your money, especially more so if you have a high income. So recognize this and develop the mental muscle to ignore people's judgment. At the end of the day, your hard-earned money is your money, and you make the decision on how to save it or spend it. So forget what anyone else thinks. High income. You pay more income tax. In America, we have what is commonly called a progressive tax system. A progressive tax is where your tax rate increases or progresses as taxable income increases. It imposes a lower tax rate on low-income earners and a higher tax rate on those with higher income. And it works like a set of stairs. A portion of your income is left at each step and taxed at the flat rate tied to that tax bracket. If your income exceeds the threshold for one stair, that amount will progress to the next tier and be taxed at the next highest rate. The highest tax rates are currently 35% and 37%. In 2024, if you're a single filer, you're in the 35% tax bracket if you're making more than $244,000. If you're married filing jointly, you're in the 35% tax bracket if you're making more than $487,000. At 35%, you essentially take home only 65% of the next dollar you earn. And we're not even talking about state taxes. If you live in states with high state income tax like California, Hawaii, or New York, talk about double whammy. But do you know what else sucks in addition to paying high income tax? High phone bills. So that's why I'm excited to talk to you about Mint Mobile, who I'm partnering with for today's video. Every time you look at your phone bill, do you ever wonder, what am I paying all this money?
I can't lie, he was smooth with that. He was smooth with that little ad.
Reason why it sucks to have high income. In the line of taxes, you pay more Medicare tax. If you receive W-2 income, your current tax rate for Social...
Y'all, if you are making $250,000 as a single father, this is how much money you are literally losing just from Uncle Sam himself, just from taxes himself. That's exactly why he's saying, when you make a lot more money, y'all, you literally have to save and invest a lot more. You have to put that money up. You have to invest this money into certain things, not only because it's going to be tax write-offs at the end of the day, but because it's going to flip your money to just regain some of the money that you're going to be losing. You feel me? Like, on some real stuff, man. Taxes are big. Insurance is big. Bills are big, and they're only getting bigger. They're only getting bigger. That's why I preach so much to start saving and investing when you're younger, so that way you can already be extremely prepared for these things when you get older. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I've been preparing since I was probably like 15. So my stash or my emergency savings is going to be a lot bigger than somebody that started at 20 or 21. Not only is it going to be a lot bigger, but it's going to have a lot more growth margin, because at the end of the day, y'all, the name of the game is long-term growth. That's the only way you're going to get the most growth out of anything, is waiting long-term. So the sooner you're in the game, trust me, the more you're going to get out of the game longer and in a shorter time too, because at the end of the day, you know, a 3-year difference can be extremely a lot. Like, if I started playing basketball right now, then 3 years down the line, trust me, I'm gonna be a lot closer to the NBA than somebody who started 3 years ago. So start now, y'all. Trust me.
Social Security is 6.2% and Medicare is 1.45%. If you're
man.
self-employed, double this rate. To be honest, it sucks having to pay for additional taxes on top of income tax. But if you're a high-income earner, at least you don't have to pay Social Security tax on earnings once you make over $168,000 in 2024. With Medicare, no such luck. It never goes away. In fact, you get hit with an additional 0.9% Medicare tax on earnings beyond the set threshold. $250,000 if married filing jointly, $125,000 for married filing separately, and $200,000 for all other taxpayers, including single filers. That's right, more taxes for high-income earners. Number 5 reason why it sucks to have
Uncle
high
Sam
income.
gonna get his.
Again, in the line of taxes, you're pretty much phased out of most tax credits. A tax credit is a dollar-for-dollar amount taxpayers claim on their tax return to reduce the income tax they owe. If you're an eligible taxpayer, you can use them to reduce your tax bill and potentially increase your refund. Sounds great, right? Well, not so fast if you're a high-income earner. If you're a high-income earner, the chances are you'll probably phase out of most tax credits because of your income. You probably don't qualify for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, American Opportunity Tax Credit, Lifetime Learning Credit, and many more. And to be fair, this approach makes sense. The US tax system was written to financially benefit people who need it the most. But if you're a high-income earner, you'd be lying if you'd say you aren't a little disappointed by being excluded from all these tax credits. Number 6 reason why it sucks to have high income.
Hey man, hold on. Let me break it down one more time too, man. Hold on. Before we get off all on that tax stuff, man. To the people out there that have to pay a lot of money in taxes, one way I like to look at it as, you know what I'm saying, you're really just paying to have that opportunity to make that amount of money. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it like that, when you look at taxes, basically opportunity, I call it opportunity tax. That's what I look at tax as, is opportunity tax. Because when we're in America, when we're in the United States, we are blessed with so many things that we don't get to see. Because you'll understand this too once you go out of the country. You'll understand this too when you go out of the country. Other countries have it a lot worse than the United States. They have a lot less opportunities. They have a lot less things you can do, a lot less routes you can take. We are blessed. When I'm trying to tell you America is blessed, to even have things like scholarships, to even have things like Obamacare, or even jobs that are paying minimum wage of $17. Like, do you know how blessed you are to be able to work at a fast food joint and get paid $17 an hour? Like, there's still sweatshops in other countries. They're getting paid by the pennies, bro, by the dimes. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at tax, when you look at having to pay tax, just look at it as an opportunity, okay? Having the opportunity to even go in the store and being able to buy candy, bro. Because I'm trying to tell you, a lot of kids out of this country do not have that opportunity, okay? So look at taxes as just basically opportunity, you feel me?
Most often comes with high stress. There's a reason why companies are willing to pay you such high salary. It's not because they like you so much or because they're being generous. It's because you make them money. And making money is hard. It requires tremendous ingenuity, hard work, and sacrifice, which also comes with a fair amount of stress and pressure. For example, investment bankers make really good money. An analyst only 2 or 3 years out of college can make $150,000 to $200,000 a year. But do you know what's required to make that level of money? At times, an 80 to 100-hour work week. Many of my business school classmates who came from banking talked often about how they had no social life and were under constant stress from work. Always more deals to work on, more slides to update, and more spreadsheet models to run. Or how about physicians? Physicians are one of the highest paid occupations here in the United States. However, they're also probably one of the most overworked people. Always on their feet, taking care of sick patients, and barely getting any time to spend with the family. High income is great, but be careful not to get burned out from all the stress. Don't let it come at the cost of your health and time with the most important people in your life. Number 7 reason why it sucks to have high income. There's a good chance your social network is made up of only high-income individuals. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with this. And most often this happens naturally. We become friends with people that are like us. People that work in similar fields, similar jobs, and similar social economic status. However, what often happens when our social circle is made of only people with similar high income, we can develop a narrow point of view of the world, not being able to relate and understand the challenges people from different socioeconomic backgrounds are going through. I'm a firm believer that maturity and growth comes from exposure. My most memorable events in life came from when I interacted with people who were completely different from me. People from different cultures, occupation, and socioeconomic status. It was during those interactions I realized how narrow my mindset was and how much more there was to learn. If you're a high income earner, it may be comfortable to only spend time with people that are similar to you. However, I challenge you to break out of your comfort zone at times, because when you do, you'll realize how big the world is. Number 8 reason why it sucks to have high income. People will assume that you're rich. As I stated earlier, most people confuse income with wealth. We usually assume that someone making $500,000 a year in income is wealthy. However, that is far from the truth. I've seen firsthand many individuals who make $500,000 a year but are no better off financially than someone making $50,000 a year because they spent everything they earned. But the assumption still stands. So if you have high income, people will not...
Let me break this down before he does too, man. That's no fake, man. That's no fake. You don't matter how much money you're making. If you're not putting up or investing a certain amount every single check you get every single month, then you're not building nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? You're not, listen, the same person that gets a $2,000 paycheck and spends $1,500 is literally the exact same person that's getting a $20,000 paycheck and spending $18,000. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah, you might have $2K left over, whoop-de-whoop, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Because why? Because you're not putting up or you're not investing any of that money. So it's not going to mean nothing at the end of the day. at the end of the month, you should be able to go back and look at your accounts and smile, not be in pity and waiting for a next check to hit, or waiting for that next payday to hit, or trying to hit that next scam, or trying to hit that next play, or trying to sell this next pack. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be looking at the end of your month, looking at your stash, looking at your investments, and smiling, and you're being like, okay, I'm happy that we went somewhere this month. I'm happy that we moved closer to our goal this month. I'm happy that we're making progress this month. You should, I mean, yeah, those months are gonna happen. Trust me, it's not gonna be all rainbows and sunshine. Those months, them rainy days are gonna come, and they're gonna Mike Tyson you. I'm trying to tell you, they gonna. Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen Mike Tyson knock somebody out.
And here in round one, he is Rocking Stavern. He's out cold.
But it was not clean. Trust me. Brother didn't wake up. I'm going to just put it like that. And that's exactly how you're going to feel when the emergencies come. You're not going to want to wake up, bro. You're not. You know what I'm saying? So that's why every single month you have to put something up. You have to invest something. You have to, man. You never know what's going to. Bro, I've been stranded in Bucktooth nowhere. You feel me? And had to go hit the stash for, I'm talking about, bro, a $200 Uber. Seriously, had to hit the stash for $200. But guess what? If I didn't have that $200, I probably wouldn't be making this video today. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. So that's what I'm trying to say. Stuff happens, bro. Make sure you hitting the safe every single month, every check. Make sure you hitting your investment accounts every single check. Make sure you putting something up so that way it's flipping your money and you're saving your money. Dabble in both, not just one.
Money to spend or even give. It doesn't matter that you're still paying off your student loans or trying to save for a house. Just the fact that you have the title of a vice president of engineering or an orthopedic surgeon makes you rich in most people's eyes. And this could come with its own set of baggage. When you go out with your family or friends, there could be an expectation that you pay more than your fair share because you make more money. Or when it comes
let me just elaborate on this too right now. Listen. If I ask you to come out with me, I'm going to drop that tab, swiping the card on bro. Now listen, if you just ask me to come with you somewhere, then this is why I don't even leave my house. I don't even leave the crib, man. Why are you asking me to pay for your tab, bro? Why are you trying to ask me to pay for your items, bro? Listen, to break this apart from the video, do not pay for nobody's stuff that isn't yours or that you didn't ask to do something with. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Because I'm trying to tell you, it's going to build a habit. It's going to build a habit. They're not going to just ask you one time. They're going to ask you twice, 3, 4, 5 M's in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep asking, bro. Seriously. They're going to really just keep asking, y'all. So trust me. Get used to saying no. No. Okay? Get used to it. Just like your mom did.
Holidays or birthdays. There could be an expectation that you give lavish presents because of your high income. Thus, if you meet someone for the first time, it may best serve you to talk about things other than what you do for a living. Number 9 reason why it sucks to have a high income. In the line of people thinking you're rich, people will assume that you know money. Again, this comes from the belief that income is wealth. But income is only one part of the formula. Building wealth requires a lot of other things. Knowing how to manage our spending, being able to discern between good versus bad investments, understanding insurance and how it plays into protecting us. These are things that we need to study separately. They're not taught in schools. Our bosses aren't going to sit down with us and review our 401k options. If we allow so-called professionals to guide us, we'll be all invested in expensive, actively managed funds that make a lot of money for them, but not for us. But when you have high income, most people give us a benefit of the doubt, believing that what got us to our high-paying jobs are the same skills to building wealth. Thus, people might start asking you questions about money. What should I invest in? How should I manage my money? Should I buy the new Tesla? Should I refinance my mortgage? And the most dangerous part of all this is you could actually start to believe that you know money because people are coming to you about it. And by the time you realize that you know a lot less than you think, it might be too late. You worked hard to get to where you're at. You're smart, intelligent, and really good at your job. However, that doesn't automatically mean you know money. This is a skill you need to develop separately. Number 10 reason why it sucks to have a high income. Contribution limits, or at least a hassle to get around contribution limits. High-income earners don't get to deduct traditional IRA contributions, and they cannot make direct Roth IRA contributions. Yes, you can do a backdoor Roth IRA, but you have to follow specific steps and figure out the pro rata issue. I know, it doesn't get any more first world problem than this, but if we're honest about it, Doing a backdoor Roth IRA is still a pain in the butt compared to direct Roth IRA contributions. Number 11 reason why it sucks to have high income. No healthcare insurance subsidy, specifically ACA subsidy, or sometimes called the Obamacare subsidy. Enabled by the Affordable Care Act, premium tax credit is a refundable credit that helps eligible individuals and families cover the premiums for health insurance purchased through the health insurance marketplace. And a nice aspect of this credit is that the credit is applied immediately when you purchase through the health insurance marketplace. You don't have to wait until tax time to receive this credit. The government will pay 1/12 of the credit directly to your insurance company each month, and the insurer will bill you for the rest of the premium. Well, sounds great if you qualify. However, if you're a high income earner, I wouldn't bet on it. The chances are you will need to pay the full cost of health insurance out of pocket or remain on your company's healthcare plan. Number 12 reason why it sucks to have high income. Too many options. Yes, I like to reiterate, this is a first world problem. However, the issue still stands. When you have high income, you're bombarded with more options than most people. What should you invest your money in? Should you max out your 401k before contributing to your ESPP? Or should you max out your HSA before you do a Roth IRA conversion? Or pay down your low interest car loan before buying that rental property? Or how about when it comes to spending? Should you save for a home down payment before paying down your student loans? Or forget buying a home and invest more in taxable brokerage account? This also comes down to a career as well. Should you try moving to a different company to get a 30% raise? Or because you want to spend more time with the family, should you go part-time? A lot of things that you have to think through and juggle.
So
with great power, there must also come great responsibility. Thank you guys for watching. In the theme of high income earners, if you'd like to learn about some of the biggest mistakes...
Shout out my dog, man. What's your name? My boy Tay, man. Thank you, Tay Kim, man, for giving that great advice, man. That great financial game, too, man. Because not only was it great financially, man, it was great illiterately, like, when talking in day-to-day life. Because, like, just kind of like he said, you know what I'm saying? He was relating to high-income people, but I was relating to anybody making a lot more money than what they used to be making, okay? This is going to happen. Trust me. This is going to happen. Or even when you go around people that you just generally have more money than, you know what I'm saying? These things will happen. These things will be brought up, and you need to know how to react. Trust me, you need to. Okay, so if y'all didn't learn something, just rewatch the video. You know what I'm saying? Rewatch the video. And I appreciate y'all for staying to the end, man. Leave a like on the video if you haven't. Subscribed to the channel if you new ski, man. If you want to turn up with me on IG, man, go follow me. Link is in the description or on the bottom of the screen. I know you done seen it about 1,000 times by now, but man, this big facts, bro. I can't lie. This is so real. I done experienced probably everything he done said in the video, and I'm not even rich, bro. Like, not yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich yet, man. But or what I consider to be rich yet. You know what I'm saying? So he's not lying, bro. He's not lying. You're gonna experience a lot of this stuff. You gotta know how to maneuver. Learning to say no. A lot of this stuff will go right past you once you learn to say no. And once you saying no is not only just people that asking for things like items, but saying no to anything. Like you gonna have to say no. Hey, do you want to kick it to go out tonight? No, you know what I'm saying? Because if you got to stay inside and study in order to get that high income. You feel me? Hey, I'm gonna catch up, boys, not the problem, but the day after tomorrow, because I'm finna get back into dropping every other day, man. 4 videos a week, man. Go follow me on the gram. I'm gonna catch up with y'all boys. Skate.